Could it be another one to sneak up behind? Who knows? One thing we do know, we'll take a break in a little bit as we let you know some other things. Vikings over the Panthers, 31-13. Teddy Bridgewater, what a good day. 138 yards and 2 scores. Cam Newton has just, boy, they took away Steve Smith, and he just has not been anything looking like what he's supposed to. Saints get a big one over the Steelers, 35-32. They are 5-7. They're still battling Atlanta for the number 1 spot in the NFC South, although that entire division is still under 500. Ooh, man, that's going to be ugly coming down the stretch. In that Rams 52-0 beat down to the Raiders, Sean Hill, 183 yards and 2 scores. Trey Mason, including that 89-yard run, 117 yards and 2 scores. That 89-yard run, longest for the Rams since leaving Los Angeles. Got to go back to 1974 for a touchdown run that long. Bengals hold off the Buccaneers 14-13. Andy Dalton with a touchdown pass. Although the strange thing in this game was a 12-man penalty that didn't get seen until about almost 2 plays later. Marv like, yo, dude, 12 man, dog. They didn't catch. Well, the replay folks caught it. The folks on the field didn't catch it. I don't know. Stranger things have happened with that craziness. But it puts the Bengals, the win puts the Bengals still number 1 in the AFC North. That's been one of the most competitive, if not the most competitive division this year in all of football. 8-3-1 leads a division of 3 other 7-5 teams. Among them, the Steelers. Ooh, boy. It's going to be fun these next 4 weeks. Jaguars top the Giants, 25-24. They had to rally from 21-0 to win this one. Tom Coughlin is gone, folks. Let's just put that on the table. Tom Coughlin is out of here. There ain't no coming back from that one. Sorry, bro. There ain't no coming back from that one. You let Blake Bortles and a 1-10 team, now 2-10, beat you after you had a 21-0 lead? You gone, bro. You and your 2 titles are out of New York. Like 3 days ago. But, such is life in the NFL. And we'll take a short break. We come back. We'll take a look at some other college football scores. We'll recap the lone game in the NHL and Janay Rice's interview with Jamel Hill. I'll have my thoughts on that. Stay right here. This is the Afternoon Locker Room presented by Gigahertz. And that's where we come in. This is where I leave out for just a hot sec on the Afternoon Locker Room. This is the Arena Sports Network.
If you are in Northwest Indiana or near Michigan City, LaPorte, Hobart, Burns Harbor, Valparaiso, Chesterton, South Bend, or Portage, there is no comparison to the other dealers around town to Sowers Ford Lincoln in Michigan City. Get your best price on Ford trucks, Focus, F-150, Explorer, Escape, and Lincoln MKS, MKT, and more, as well as Fiesta, Fusion, Taurus, and Mustang. We welcome you to Sowers Ford Lincoln dealership in Michigan City, Northwest Indiana's newest Ford Lincoln dealer. We place the highest emphasis on our customers. We offer new and used Ford and Lincoln vehicles, parts, service, and used cars, including Focus, Fiesta, and more. For more information, drop by 3930 Franklin in Michigan City, Indiana, or visit them online at SowersAuto.com. Sowers Ford Lincoln, Northwest Indiana's newest Ford Lincoln dealer.
Back here on the Afternoon Locker Room as we're here in the home stretch, 10 minutes before the top of the hour here on the Arena Sports Network. The Afternoon Locker Room brought to you as always by Gigahertz, and that's where we come in. Portions of this show brought to you by LaPorte County Life and LaPorteCountyLife.com. Have you heard the good news? And the good news for us is we're now on ASNplus.com, bro. Oh, yeah. It's like that now. You can catch the live link of this show and other ASN Plus programming at asnplus.com. Plus, and there's always a plus with us, archives of all the events that we do on ASN Plus come right there as well. Yep, we do that too, bro. So asnplus.com, that's the new home. Swing on through there. All right, let's get to the association. And it was some interesting things last night in the association, especially dealing with one Kobe Bryant, who made history again.
Calling out the play, now spinning on Ross. Step back jumper again made by Kobe Bryant. And the slow walk back as he knows it. He's feeling it. Lakers up 6 again.
That shot gave Kobe Bryant all the ammo he needed. The final score from yesterday was in overtime, 129 to 122. It wasn't in Los Angeles. And Kobe Bryant, as a part of that, scored a triple-double, his 20th active triple-double. That is second best as far as those that have done triple-doubles. Of course, that surpasses LeBron James and a few other folk. However, as a result of his 12 assists, Kobe Bryant is now the first player in the history of the NBA with 30,000 points and 6,000 assists. Now, that is how you one-up his airness. Passing the ball. Something I don't think Michael Jordan wanted to do too much, at least not early in his career. But, hey, that's the Black Mamba for you. Jordan Hill also chipping in with 12 rebounds as the Lakers get just their second win at the Staples Center this year, 4th overall, and dropping the Raptors to 13-4 overall. Other action from yesterday: Magic topped the Suns 93-90, snapping a 4-game losing streak. The Suns are 10-8 currently. Gerald Green, you got to see this video that's been popping up on the Vine. Gerald Green dribbled through traffic, threw the ball off the backboard, and in traffic slams home his own rebound. I mean, he totally fooled the dude in the post. He's like, whoop, bow. I'm like, ooh. Somebody going to be talking about that one for a long time. Trailblazers over the Timberwolves 107-93. It was another LaMarcus Aldridge sighting. 26 points, 15 rebounds for the All-Star. Heat topped the Knicks 86-79. First game back for Carmelo Anthony after some back spasms. He had 31 in the win. Dwayne Wade, 27 points, 5 assists, and one well-timed interview bomb by wife Gabrielle Union calling him, quote, old geezer. Wow. Nothing says love than your wife bombing you in your own post-game interview. Wow. That's going to be a happy home. Warriors over the Pistons 104-93. Draymond Green dropping them like it's hot. 20 points in the win. 9th straight win for the Warriors, who are 9-1 away from the O.com Center. Grizzlies take out the Kings 97-85. Rudy Gay had 20 points, but just not enough. Zebo! Zach Randolph with a 2010 performance. 22 points, 12 rebounds. He a part of that core 4 that's really starting to make some hay in Memphis. I'm speaking of Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Michael Conley, and if I remember this correctly, I believe his last name is Allen. I don't want to call him Troy. But those 4 really have made a name for themselves as a part of what has been a really nice surge for the Grizzlies since leaving Vancouver some years ago. It's like it was like this is one of those. They're like one of those teams like they're not going to do it. Tony Allen, that's just what his name is. Tony Allen, Mike Conley, Marc Gasol, Zach Randolph. That's the 4. That's those boys. Wow. Chi-Town 102-84 over Brooklyn. Paul Gasol with a 2010 performance himself, 25 points, 13 rebounds. Derrick Rose in the mix, 14 points, 6 boards, and 2 assists. But the Butler did it again. Jimmy Butler with 26 points and 5 assists. He clearly has become the leader of this club. And with that in mind, one quick look at the NHL. The one lone game from last night, and it was the Red Wings over the Canucks 5-3. As we close out today, I want to talk about the interesting interview that Janay Rice conducted with Jemele Hill of ESPN. Had a chance to read it in full, and I must say, it is indeed an eye-opener. It is a big-time eye-opener. For the simple fact, here's a woman who, up until her basically talking about the situation itself, has been vilified left and right. Whether it's most men saying, why did she swing at Ray Rice to provoke this, to other women who were in abuse situations like, why are you not calling yourself a victim? And I think that's just the one thing that hit home with me, is that I think what the message is saying is, even though she was a part of this, she is refusing to define herself by this. And I think that takes a lot of cojones to say, especially in an environment where even the tiniest of adversarial contact against women gets you thrown up against the wall like you're an ogre. Was it unfortunate that she was dragged out of that elevator in Atlantic City? Yes, it was. Was it unfortunate that we had to endure not one but 2 pieces of video? The second one, of course, ultimately getting Ray Rice booted out of the league? Yes. But I think the arbitrator in the case had this right, and I think Janay Rice continues to get it right. What do I mean? Both of them had been arrested for their parts in the assault. Both of them accepted equal blame. Isn't that what couples are supposed to do? You're talking about 50-50, equal sharing, good or bad, better or worse, rich or poor. Janay Rice, if nothing else, is a shining example of what a real ride or die chick is about. She has had to sit in the background and watch her husband get torn apart by the league, by female-driven interest groups, among them Now and other domestic violence-related entities, by a good chunk of the female audience in the that watches the NFL, and there's a big chunk of that going on. And yet she is still able to calmly conduct this interview with Jemele Hill of ESPN. And it even made Jemele check herself a little bit, which I thought was very telling. Because if anybody knows anything about Jemele Hill and these types of issues, you know she has been prone to inject herself in the midst of it. I saw her on First Take on ESPN this morning. She even said, look, we know what the climate has been since this came out. We actually agreed to let Janay Rice look at what we put down on paper. If it wasn't right, she had the first right of refusal. And